welcome back to Studioloo. So today I am going to be working a little bit of mixed media. I was just watching Nina Ribena's latest video about making masterboards. So she has like her and I believe Katie Coos have a sort of ongoing, I believe weekly maybe challenge to do some different things, and I may jump into it. The first one was sort of making a junk journal. The second one now is making masterboards. So I've decided that I have an awful lot of paint that I want to start using up. So I also want to try out using my new paint, which is this Arteza Iridescent Colors Premium paint. So I've been like really excited to try to use these iridescents. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do today. I've been working on a whole bunch of different things, and so I thought I would just take some time out and do something a little bit different. So I'm just going to start by laying down some colors. I'm going to use these little blocks as my spot to just lay down my colors. So there's some crimson red and vermilion. This one's not open yet. Here we go. Which is like a nice bright orange. And then orange yellow. I think this yellow is next in the yellows. I should probably get a more ochre yellow too. I'm going to put that one there, and then I'll probably go back and grab another. Oh, actually I did grab an ochre yellow. It's right here. There it is. And then we'll go into the greens. This one only has a little tiny bit left, but we'll see if we get... It might be too empty, actually. We might actually have been able to get rid of a jar of paint, and I think I can. This one is empty. I have too much paint. I'm trying to like bring down the amount of paint that I have to just certain kinds of like lines of paint that I like. This one I have to open. There we go. That is, that's a Deco Art Irish Moss. So then we'll add a little maybe emerald green. This is an old paint tube. It might actually be kind of dried up. Yep. Okay, so that one I think I will just toss, which is a good thing. I'm feeling good about like using up old paint, because it's really easy to just like let this kind of stuff sit. Trying to be a little bit more conscious of like my decision making and buying new things and using up what I have right now. There we go. And then this is a Sea Mist Pearl. It's a nice like pearly blue. So I guess we'll get into, what's this one? This is Sea Glass. So that's kind of a greeny blue. Just gotta open it up. Oops. Shake, shake more. There we go. Then this blue is ultramarine. Actually, that one looks like it's dry too. It's from that same box of paints. And then we have this one, which is Phthalocyanine blue. Or as Bob Ross always called it, just phthalo blue. Okay. I think we probably will need another blue. Let me grab another one. Okay, so Indian turquoise. I'm a huge turquoise fan, so I think I will need turquoise. I'm gonna go into purples. And this one is Purple Pizzazz. It's another from the Deco Art line. Then we have this kind of pinky purple, which is Vivid Violet. This stuff requires a lot of shaking. I was going to lay down all the paint ahead of time, but just decided, nah, we'll just do it together. Because I haven't filmed in a couple of days. It's just been busy, busy, busy. But I am making some slow progress on the next journals that I'm going to be making, so I'll probably get started on those soon. I also have to catch up on the Tinker Sketch. I'm only a day behind. I've been making them even though I haven't been on camera, so I'll show them to you when I next film like a craft along with me video that's not kind of focused on something like this. So then I think I also want to, let me see if these browns are, that one is dried, so let's get rid of that one. This little tube. Oh, that one's still good. So let's throw some brown. Okay, so the idea, I think that's good for now. The idea of a masterboard is that you're going to be using it as a background or, you know, for a lot of different things as kind of like a base. And you would use it again and again. That's the kind of thing that you would copy, like you would do like color photocopies of. I'm going to be like laying down a foundation of color, and then I'm going to be getting my stencils out and adding some additional kind of colors. So yeah, so let's start with, I guess, the pinks. Let's just dip in, and you can use a palette for this. You can, like a palette knife or an old credit card. I don't seem to have an old credit card here right now. So just start like laying down some color. A little bit of this blue. And I will link to Nina Ribena's challenge. It's I think it's run through a Facebook group actually. I'll put the all the information in the description box below so that it's not difficult to find what I'm talking about. So this is just a regular piece of 8.5 by 11 copy paper. And I'm using my Tim Holtz glass mat for this. It's funny, I got this, this is the black Tonic Studios glass mat. So I had been wanting to get one of these for quite some time, but didn't. And then I finally decided, like, okay, I'm going to be doing more mixed media. I'm at the stage where I think I need to get this glass mat. And so I looked online, and for whatever reason, the lefty one is like $30 or $40. I think $40 cheaper than the one with this panel on the right hand side. And I was like, I'm just gonna get that one. If I for some reason need that panel on the other side, then I will flip it upside down, because I mean, you're not going to be like measuring and doing mixed media at the same time. But the other part of it is, like, for me, if the paint was on this side, you know, I'd be sticking my hands in it all the time because I'm right-handed. So I might be doing this different. You can tell me you're doing it all wrong. But yeah, it's what's going to work for me for sure. So I'm definitely okay with that. So I'm just looking to just cover this completely. I don't want any white leftover space. I'm really liking how these colors are looking. Just got to get this little corner here. Pop a little pink. Okay. Okay. And you can go back and just kind of blend a little, but even if you do have white spots and stuff, don't worry, because we're going to be going back and stenciling more color on top of this. So this challenge was all about making masterboards with your paint, acrylic paint, so nothing else, like no collaging or anything like that. There we go. So let me just pick this up and set it aside. And we'll start another one. This one I think I'm going to start with maybe blue and just use up the paint that's on my palette already. Maybe we're going to take some of this wild neon yellow. This is actually a pretty relaxing thing to be doing right now. My husband has just taken our kiddos for a drive. We have a nice depot that we can drop packages off that you don't even have to get out of the car. You can just drop them in a drop box from the car. So they wanted to go on a drive with my husband. Well, my daughter did. And so they've gone to ship packages from my shop today. Which I should mention, in the event that you have purchased something from me or are planning to, any purchases that you're making right now, like for a gift or a special occasion, you might want to make them like about a week or two earlier than what you normally would, just because we've had some issues in the Canada Post system, which is the system that my shipper works with. They use Canada Post to deliver within Canada. This isn't affecting the US at all, but because of some delays relating to the virus, we've had an outbreak in one of the sorting centers, and so they have had to quarantine some people. So there's essentially just some less staff working right now, just because they have had some issues with the virus in the postal sorting center. So you might want to just order a little earlier than normal. The other thing that is a little behind is the tracking. So when we provide a tracking number on your order, there's been a few different things that I've observed occur. One is that it's not updated like every single day like normal. It could be a couple of days. Just give me 1 second to set this aside. And the other thing is that I've had a couple packages that are being scanned in cities that aren't really on the route for their delivery. So I don't know if that's a system glitch or like, one thing I was told by the postal people I spoke to on the phone was that sometimes what can happen is if they are going on like you know, from one region to the next, and for some reason they have like a tight time limit on something that they have to deliver at one point, they will drop it at the next depot point, and then it will go right back into the mail system to be delivered, like, you know, where it was supposed to go. So that's just a reality of, like, you know, the Canada Post has contracts with different companies and that have time sensitive deadlines. So any of the domestic mail, it doesn't really get the same, you know, love as what the other mail does. I think I'm going to put some of this green in here. It's just longing to be with this pink. That's a beautiful green. I think I have I'm going to try with my card here too, just to see if this makes any big difference. I get a little texture just because the card has glue on it. I have to bring more cards down here. I always have all these spare cards that I don't need and I forget to use them. I hear little ones. They must be home from the postal shipper. Okay. Let's set this one aside. Okay. On this one, let's maybe do some warm color. So I'll start with the brown. My husband, he ended up getting me, it's an early Valentine's Day present, really, a sous vide. So we have started now cooking with a sous vide, and it's quite pretty. How the fish came out last night. It was a very beautiful looking dinner. So sous vides, they really do, like the way they cook things in this like water bath, it's really even cooking, and like everything comes out so beautifully. Like the plate that my husband served me last night was just, honestly, it was pretty. I call it pretty just because like it was so perfect. Like the fish was so perfect. Oh my gosh, I'm really excited to like learn how to cook in that thing. But for now, it's the gift that keeps on giving, because it also means that my husband's really stoked to use it. So it means that he'll be cooking more of the meals, which he already does cook a lot of the meals these days. Just because some days my work days just run into a little too late to be waiting to get dinner going. When you got hungry little monsters that want to eat. But yeah, beautiful, beautiful way of cooking. I've been watching some videos on YouTube. I watched one this morning about like a 72-hour beef or something. Oh my gosh, it was so exquisite. This guy just like you know, there's all these, like, it's essentially like a beef Wellington. And so I watched the video, and he just, he got this really nice beef, like roast kind of thing, a nice piece of meat. And he just like had all these steps that he took. Like he rested it, and then he made like this mushroom kind of remoulade, like to wrap it in, but like there was prosciutto on the pastry, and then he used a beautiful lattice pastry cutter, and like, ugh, at the end this thing was just, it was a work of art, like beautiful. So I don't know if we're making a little mud here, but I'm running out of paint. I'm running out of colors. I'm going to use the orange too. I'm going to throw some more orange here. The thing is, don't get too attached to like your process here. Like, don't get too worried about if you're using colors that you're like unfamiliar with, that they're not in your comfort zone, because you're going to be able to go back to this when we start to add more color to it with the stencils. So I think we're just gonna go with the end of this paint. Let's just use up all this paint that I've put down on this one. And that cherry red is adding a little balance here, because I know it's getting a little muddy, or not muddy, but just like colors that don't typically get along are all interacting here, because I'm literally just scraping all the colors off my board to use up the rest of my paint. But that oops, that cherry red really does balance this out. There we go. Don't do what I do. Don't hold on the corner of your paper because it gets weak. Okay. We'll get some fingers involved here to just fill in these little... There we go. Okay, now let me set this one aside. I'll take the little corner too. Okay, so the papers are dry now. I'm probably going to, once they're done, just put them in a press, because copy paper tends to like to roll up a little bit, so I'll probably press them after we're done with them. But I figure what I'll do, I got some stencils, and I figure I'll use these fun Arteza paints with the stencils themselves, so that you can really get a good look at what we're going to be able to get out of these Arteza paints. So I think I want a nice contrasting color to go on top of this blue. So I'm going to go with Shocking Lime Green. And then I just have to decide which stencil I want to use. So I have these leaves, which I think would be nice. These are Chinese lanterns. I thought I would use those on the more warm texture. Then there's these globe flowers. This, I might even add a little bits of that to this, actually. Then we have some larger leaves. I think I like the fern leaves maybe the most, though. And then this is a poppy stencil, and I was thinking about, actually, you know, I might just use these poppy pieces like here and there. I can't decide if I want to use the fern leaves or the poppy pieces. I'm going to go poppies, just because something a little bit different. So I just have to open up this Arteza paint. Where is my little knife? These little bottles are so tough to open. Here we go. Maybe I'll just use the tip of my scissors. They need to make a special tool for opening these little bottles of paint. Like a little prying tool. That is like the strongest glue. Goodness me. Hold on. And the lid is extremely, oh, that's what I didn't want to happen. Extremely thick. Let me just get this paint off my scissors now. Okay. Where's my knife? I didn't want to use my knife for this, but I'm going to. Okay. mean, do they want you to use this paint or? Okay, I think I've got it. I think so. Oh my gosh. Bumbling around here, just, you know, bumbling around. Oh, of course, then the whole seal comes off. Like, why? Why does the universe mock me? And I'm covered in pink. That's okay. I am fine with that. All right. So I'm just actually going to use my brush, I think, and hold on to the stencil. We'll see. We'll see how this goes. Okay. Nice. Nice, nice. Okay. I'm just going to give it another shake to see if it is any more opaque than that. Which it might not be, and that's totally okay. So I think I just want to use, like, I don't know if I want to put another one of those, or maybe not. I might use the one beneath it now, and I might change the direction a little bit, just so if I wanted this to be like a repeating pattern, it wouldn't look too confusing as one. Okay. Okay. Now I'm going to actually just put the extra of this iridescent green right on here, just because. Why waste it? It's really beautiful. And it's pretty transparent, so I don't lose like all my other color. There we go. So that's that. Then this one, what color do I want to use for that? I want to use maybe, I think actually I'm going to use this bright yellow again. Just going to put a little bit of my brush here, because I don't feel like mucking everything up again. And then I'm just going to kind of, just want to spread this around on my brush a little bit. Should have really brought a palette, but I didn't feel like getting a palette out. Okay. A little paint. Okay. I just want to add another little element to this with these little globe flowers. Okay. Now I'm wondering, do I need to put more of that iridescent, a couple more of these, maybe. I think it needs a couple more than 2. And where's that paint? Is it this one? Shocking Lime Green, yes. So don't want a ton, I just want a little bit. Perfect. Okay. I'm thinking about if I need maybe some white on here. Or something. I thought that this would be light enough, but I'm wondering if this needs a little bit of white or not. Or possibly just a little bit more of this, but in a different color. Maybe something in this tone. Or maybe ochre yellow. How things just, they take a while sometimes until they feel like exactly like, yep, I've got it. This is what I, that's how I feel about this right now. I feel like I'm almost there, but just not quite. You know, the more I work on this, like, the more I like how it's looking. If you have time to do this, I suggest you do. It's really relaxing and fun. I'm probably going to do a bunch more of these pages after. Okay. Okay, I'm going to call that one good. I'm going to call that one done. So then I will set it aside, and I think I want to work on this most challenging one. I don't know. Actually, I'll work on this one. To think about what I want on this one. I might need to grab more stencils. I thought I would have enough, but maybe I don't. I was going to keep these for the fall on the red one, but I don't know. I kind of think they'd be pretty on here, but we'll see. These leaves could also work, but then so could these ones. Yeah, I think I might go with these ferns, because I really like how the green looks with this range of purples and pinks. So let's see if we can get some paint here. I need to shake this paint again. This Irish Moss paint just feels really heavy on the gloss. It's like not that opaque. It feels very wet. Yeah, that's a very wet paint. You know what? I'm not happy with that at all. So, where is my ink away wipe? I don't like that one. It's too abstract looking for me. So let's see what we can do here. Let's pick this up and we'll just wipe. All gone. Okay, so I will set this one aside now to let it dry a bit, just because we just wiped it. So this paint's a little too watery for this technique, so I'm just going to set it aside. And that's the thing sometimes with different paints. Sometimes the pigments and the different colors and things like that can make one paint versus another in the exact same line be different. And sometimes the like just the batch, the lot number can also, you can also find differences in how the paint acts. Is there an iridescent that I would want to do on here? And what would I want to do? Green. That could be nice. Contrasting anyways. Let's just get wild with this and see what happens. Oh, but then I have to open this. Oh my gosh. But see, that's the part I didn't want to have to do again, was open another one of these guys. But we'll see if I can do it a little easier this time, maybe. I mean, I won't cross my fingers, but okay. Just got to get your knife underneath the lip of this thing. Oh, it's like the strongest glue. My goodness. Okay. I'm going to be covered in paint. Ugh. I'm already covered in paint. Okay. So I think I'm just going to get the little lantern pods. Now what? Now what? Maybe we'll try these leaves on here. This one is a lot more opaque. I think I would like the more opaque paint. Where is my? Right there. Just gotta clean off my brush a little bit here. That's better. That's a lot cleaner than the other one, for sure. Okay, so I probably got cut off there and then just ended up getting busy and kind of finished up working on these. I didn't know if I was going to just throw away this video, but I decided not to. I figured I would share with you the final product of these Masterboards. So this is the first one. That was actually the one that started out all red and orange. I decided I wanted that to be kind of just in the background and to have some blue on top of it, and then I stenciled a few different stencils on it. And then this one, and this one, and this one. So I am super happy with them. I'm probably going to make a few more and then scan them. But yeah, if you are, you know, interested in making some Masterboards, I will leave all of the links below about this challenge that that Nina, Ribena, and Katie Coos are doing, because I thought it was a lot of fun, and I'm probably going to follow along. I don't know if I'll go through the whole junk journal like making series they're doing, because I'm not like I don't really need to, like I already make junk journals, but I'm going to follow some of their prompts and just kind of have fun with it as I go. So thank you again so much for watching, and all of my details and whatnot will be below. Thank you.